Hello, hello. Me and my husband was just chit chatting at the table as we ate some food. But we was discussing some. So, Boo, what we was discussing?
I was saying, I remember seeing something in the Bible about harvesting or cropping properly, planting. And if you put a seed in the ground, in order for that to develop like it's supposed to, you got to get the ground right before you put the seed in. Once you put the seed in there, you got to watch it grow a little bit. Then during that course of the time,
I thought you said you had to get the ground ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to get the ground. I say you have to get the ground right,
Oh.
and then you have to water it. And if you water it and fertilize it too much, then what happens to your plant? Your plant will either die. So you could either overwater it or you can underwater it. But that's why you have to keep your eye on it from time to time. And I look at it like this. In life, excuse me, you can't just bring a kid and let them grow for themselves. You got to fertilize them. You got to give them the proper stuff when needed. And then you got to back up off of feeding it. Because if not, that kid won't turn out to be a responsible person. So, and I've been on this earth for a good little while, and it has been shown. It's nothing someone told me. It's from what I experienced and seen for myself. You give too much to these kids, they won't understand the responsibility. And they don't understand how they got to that point. I mean, what happens if the parent disappears? Or, God called on them. Then what the kid gonna do then? I mean, you gotta teach them morals. And you like to say, people say, well, he did good or she did good on their report card. Well, I mean, they supposed to do good. Teacher once told me, say, hey, I got mine. You got to get yours. And I didn't understand what she was saying at that time. But I know now, they try to prepare us for life. How to live. How to get out here and do for yourself. Because nobody's going to give you nothing. And if they give you anything, you best believe something's behind it.
Amen.
And this is what I have experienced for myself. I mean, I'm the type of person, I've been working since I was 10 years old. As a matter of fact, I think when I turned 20, I was working 2 jobs up until about 3-4 years ago. And I'll be 58 in March of 18. So, I've always been a go-getter. I mean, my wife's like, why don't you ask your brother? And I'm not asking nobody. As long as God give me strength and health, I can go out here and I know how to make me some money. And it might not be a whole lot of money, but I'm like this. I don't want nobody to actually give me nothing. God has already given me something. He's given my health and my strength, my knowledge and my wisdom. I stop and think sometimes, hey, man, you've been on this earth almost 58 years. You got to look back and see what have you done those 58 years? What have you learned those 58 years? What the purpose of learning? See, it's a reason why God do have things lined up certain ways. You know, you learn from everything and anything. And like I say, you know, you make your own road. Like I say, I ain't looking to be rich. All I want to do is to live comfortable. And like I say, God has provided me with my strength and health. So I can go out here and nothing wrong with going to work. Matter of fact, I think work healthy for you. But like I say, bottom line is, I'm not looking for nobody to give me nothing. Like I say, God had already given me what I need. And, you know, like I say, you know, with these kids coming up nowadays, you can't give them too much. I'm not saying not to give them, but you have to watch that plant grow and see what it needs and give it what it needs when it's time to give. And when it's not time to give it anything, don't give it. Like
Instead of saying yes all the time, sometimes we got to say no, because everything that we want is not a yes. You know, when we go on a job, it's not going to be, you can do what you want to do. We were talking earlier about someone says that he's not going to be under nobody or
not going to listen to nobody.
Not going to listen to nobody, but you have to listen to somebody. God have people in charge of you for a reason. And it's to order other job, you know. You didn't create that job, so why you going to get on there and think you can do what you want to do?
Well, that's just like I tell people all the time. I say, look, their name or my name is on them people building. And as long as I'm working for these people, then I have to do what they ask me to.
What they require.
Or what they require. I mean, they tell you on the application, these are your duties. And if you can't fulfill them duties, then, you know, you need to go ahead and try to find something else, because they're not going to change it just because you think you can change it. So, you know, like I say, you know, life is very interesting, you know. I mean, you got to stop sometime and do what you call a reality check. My wife see me all the time sitting out or standing in the backyard. Most of the time, she think I'm surveying the yard, seeing what need to be done next, you know. And that is true also, but that's my clear time.
Amen.
I have to sit back. I stand out there, and I turn around and I look, and you know, you ever focus on something, looked at something, and people think you was focusing on that. But that's not what I was focusing on. I was focusing on something that may need to be done, either on the job or for the future.
I'm going to feed my uncle while my husband talking.
Far as, you know, how's my job going? You know, how am I doing on the job? You know, far as attendance. You know, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? You know, because some people get complacent. And, you know, and I mean, I've seen jobs that were so easy. You got to be careful of those easy jobs sometimes, because they get so easy that you set your own self up. I'd say you have to be aware of all time of what you're doing, you know. So, but I just wanted to get that out, because those thoughts hit me from time to time. You know, that's because I have collected information, and once I collect the information and understand it, then I can speak on it. And see, and I try not to speak on nothing that I don't understand. Because, see, you like my son say, tie your shoestring, because you're tripping. So, I'm not trying to be tripping, you know. Like I say, it's not that hard. You know, if you take your time and think about everything you do, you know, what you do, how you do it, then, you know, it'll be a lot easier for you. I say, you know, that just came to me this morning. The Holy Spirit brought that to me this morning. And like I say, you know, all God wants everybody to do is just to be happy. And like I said, it's not hard. You know, we make things hard. I mean, the energy that you spend trying not to do, you spend more energy doing that than just go ahead and doing the right thing. But anyway, I'm not going to talk y'all to death. Just
I'm
wanted
come
to
back
get
and I'm
that
gonna
out.
ask you some questions.
So my wife want to ask me some questions.
I said we can
Yeah.
do some Q&As.
Like I said, I just try to keep it 100, you know. I mean, you gotta watch that fruit. You gotta watch that plant. I say sometimes them plants might look like they fully developed, and in the inside they're not. And people wonder why some trees fall over because the inside is not fully developed. So that's how we want our kids to be fully developed. You know, like I say, you never know when the good Lord gonna call on us or anybody. And some people be left in a position where they have to stand up for themselves. They're gonna have to fight for themselves. And so if they got good morals, standards, then they can go off of that.
Okay, now we're gonna
Amen.
talk about when you're looking for a mate, and we're gonna ask Deacon Stan when he was looking for a mate, or how he was drawn to me, or how he was attracted to me, or whatever. Could you tell that?
Yeah, you know, I mean, hey,
Like to help the
you got to
guys to
leave.
know
You
what you're
got to
looking
leave
for.
it in God's hand. You know, I mean, I've been in situations and it wasn't bad, but like I say, you know, it's part of life. It's learning, you know, and God will guide you. He will let you know. He will let you know, you know. And then with the help of my mother, bless her heart, she's gone from here, but you know, you got to listen to your mother, your parents. Parents will help you out. See, that's called good upbringing. See, my parents were married for 56 years, wasn't it? When she passed, about what?
Oh,
I was about 56, 55.
about 55,
Yeah.
2014.
You know, I mean, they only had one marriage. You know, and like I said, my mother and father, they showed us. You know, I mean, my father, he was a disciplinary. Papa, book ain't joke. He ain't joke. We was them kids that were, when the street lights come on, you ain't be in the house. You know, but not getting off the subject, yeah. But like I say, you know, you have to look and see where people's heads are at and where they're going, where they want to go. You see, sometimes, you know, some of us not ready to really settle down, you know. And like I say, you have to look at what people have been through. You know, and my wife, she's been through some things, and I've been through some things. And you get to the point of life where, you know, hey, old things come to an end. You know, some things not meant to last forever. So you have to put them toys down and childish ways down, and you know, and look at for what you really want, how you want to live the rest of your life, and the type of person that you want to live the rest of your life with. I mean, like I say, you know, me and my wife, you know, God put us together, you know. And like I said, we're not perfect, you know. We have our little differences. But the thing is, you know, you don't take it out of proportion or let it get out of proportion. Because you want your mate to speak what's on their mind as how it's presented to you, you know. And like I say, I tell my wife all the time, you gotta listen to me sometime, baby. You gotta listen to me. I tell you some good stuff. You know, when I speak from experience. That's what I speak from. You know, and like I said, it's nothing too harsh, but you know, there's a lot of stuff that you can eliminate yourself from running into or having to go through. You know, it's more like shortcuts. You know, what they call the thing on Bill Cosby, cleaning notes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like I said, you just gotta be for real. Like I said, you know, I'm gone majority of the time of the day because of my job. You know, I don't be thinking about what my wife doing or where she at. You know, see, I let God take care of all that. He handles all that. Because he'll let you know. Trust me, he'll let you know. I've been in situations like that too. Why in the world this happened to me? See, I know I done messed up. So, you know, you think hard enough. Some people don't want to think about it. But if you think hard enough, sit there and think, you gonna come up with the answer why certain things happen to you.
And y'all, I do listen to him. He think I don't because I be like kind of playing. But I hear what it says, not only listening, not only hearing him, but I listen to him. So, you know, when he tell me certain things, you know, I'll back or whatever. Or if he tell me not to say certain things or not to get myself involved in certain things, I'm listening to him, you know. Well, he might think I don't because, you know, sometimes I might come up to, yeah, what, but, whatever, you know. But anyway, I don't even do that to him. But I be listening to him.
Yeah, for the most part, she do.
His advice.
But I'm still trying to get her to write things down.
Right, what?
Anything. I don't care. We at the age now where you got to write this stuff down. I mean, I even got little pads right here where I said, baby,
still forget.
She'll look in the cabinet and say, well, we don't have no, we're running out of this. I said, well, write it down on the pad.
That's a small thing, isn't it, y'all?
That way, now it seems small, but when you get up in the grocery store, when you start on one aisle, instead of going down, I mean, it's like you're going through the whole store. But you starting at the first aisle, then you go into the last aisle, then you come back to the middle aisle. You know, when I go in the store, I knows what I'm getting.
Yeah, right.
And I go right to the aisle.
Because he ain't got to do nothing but pick up a couple of things.
That's all right, but
no
I know
more
what
than
it is.
3 things, I guess he do.
Yeah, but see, that's why I'm saying. You have to have that list.
And sometimes I write him down, he still don't go by my list, he'll forget something.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you got the list, you know where you got a starting point. The rest of it gonna fill in from your head because it's like wardrobe. You know what you got in your wardrobe.
Not all the time. Some
Yes,
people
you
got
do.
so much stuff up in their wardrobe.
No, I'm gonna tell you something about that. I have plenty of clothes, and I can get up there and go in there to buy a tie. And as I'm looking at those ties, I'm running the shirts through my head. It's almost like a domino effect. Because see, once you start thinking about the shirts that can go with that tie, then the coat and the pants going to kick in. So yeah, I got this color pants and I got this color jacket. And then, you know, and then you don't accomplish it. You
Just about a whole
you
suit.
No, you don't went through. You can't keep. Anybody got no money like that. I know I don't. Shoot, I'm a peace man. I'm gonna piece
he got some suits too.
I got suits too, but I'm just saying, you know.
But when you want to be comfortable, you know, he'll do the shirt and the tie or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I know what I have in my wardrobe. Like I say, I might not know it every day, but if I'm in the situation where I'm going to purchase something, then that's when my wardrobe will roll through my head, just like anything else. When you go work on the car, all right, I might go out there to change the oil, but I said, well, let me check the tire rods over here. Let me look at this, you know. It's just like, you know, it's a list that comes with everything. So, and then she'll holler, well, you know, you ain't changed the oil, but I checked it. I know whether we need to change it or not. See, but like I said, I don't say everything I done check. Because as long as I know. Now, if she asks me, I tell her. But I'm just saying, if I go out there and put windshield wiper fluid in there, automatically, while I got the hood up, I'm going to check the oil, transmission fluid, you know, see how bad the wires are, see if they, you know, because you can't keep wires on there forever. And, you know, like I said, I'll just go through a little checklist that's in my head.
Yeah, see, that's his job. I'm checking the house out. So.
Well, I mean, you got some women that can do it.
Yeah, I used to have. I used to have to do
women
it.
used to do it, you know.
I used to have to do it, but now I don't have to do it.
Yeah, I mean.
Thank God for my husband.
Yeah, God, all that's God. That's from experience. That's why I tell you. I speak from experience.
I used to have to put the oil in or get the oil change and get the fluids in and do this and do that. Wash the car, back in the car, clean the car.
Yeah, and all that's good.
Getting the maintenance done to the car.
Additive.
I had to.
See, like I say, God let me come through those type of jobs, and I learned these things. That's why I can speak on it.
Okay, look, y'all, he done went all over our head.
Yeah,
I had just asked a question.
Well, you know, like I said, one door opened another door. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
What drew you to me? And he done went and talked about the oil change.
Well,
he talked about the not writing down the list or whatever.
But I thought we had answered that. I mean,
we just said a little bit. You didn't
God, I mean, hey.
He just said God brought it to me.
God brought it to you. I mean, quite naturally, you're beautiful. You know, you're attractive. I mean, hey.
I'm pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I say, we was at the point in our life where all that little, what I call it, I mean, it's stuff that you go through when you're coming up. You know, you watch out for this and you watch out for that. And see, and like I say, well, she too old to be a player. Then again, she's not. Let me take that back. You can still be a player. I know some that's out there with canes. Is player. Oh, but she got to, you know. But I'm just saying.
He knows somebody out there with a cane, y'all. He emphasized my cane. I ain't no cane then.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm at our age now. You know, if I'm like this, if you want to go out there and play the field, go ahead and do it. Cause I ain't trying. I'm trying to worry about trying to live. Shoot. I done had my fun, you know. And look, I thank God every day.
As he said, I got a cane. I ain't got no cane. You said, where bro standing? Where bro standing? Where at?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the games, like I say, I'm too old to be playing games. You know, I'll be 58 this next year. And like I say, you know, if you don't know what you want by then something wrong with you. Most times you don't know what you want. That's what I've seen. A lot of people don't, you know, they get caught up and they just don't, you know, they give up. But see, that will happen when you don't have God in your life. See, God will fix all that.
Yeah.
All you do is ask Him.
And He'll give you the desires of your heart.
And listen to Him.
Yeah.
See, you just can't ask Him. See, you know how you have some people that ask you something, and then when you go to answer, they still talking. See, you can't talk and hear at the same time.
There you go. Why you asking me this? Or why you trying to
you gonna answer
find
everything?
an answer for your question?
If you gonna answer everything, why you asking me?
Yeah, most of the time they already know what to do, but they just need somebody to listen to them. To vent out on or whatever.
But then they go ask somebody else, you know.
Because they don't say he.
Well, that's because it's not what they want to hear.
Right. They want somebody to be on the same page.
And most of the time, it's going to be like that. It's something that you're not going to want to hear. But it's the truth. Now, I mean, hey, it's up to you to believe it. And, you know, at least investigate it, you know. But like I say, things happen for a reason. God put in places. And He confronts you with different people. He confronts you with different things. You know, to see, have you learned anything? Because if you don't follow His ways, you're not going to learn nothing. You're still going to keep walking around in that same circle. You say, well, how I wind up back here? Well, how you think you wind up back here? I mean, most of this stuff common sense, actually. Like somebody's telling me, say, well, if I loan you this money, how is it going to help you if you haven't
We just going to do 30 minutes. We're at 25.
Taking care of the situation that put you there?
Amen.
See, you probably could get money from, some people probably will borrow money from anybody. But what's going to stop you from getting back to that point? See, I don't mind looking out for somebody if they try not to go back to that same situation. So, like I said, you have to let that be a lesson. I've always been told if you give somebody some money, that's what you're doing. You got to be able to afford to give it to them. Because actually, you shouldn't even really be looking for it back because you know the situation and you know they're going to be back in the same boat. So, you're not helping them.
But then also you got giving and loaning is two different things. Mm-hmm. If somebody say loan me, and then that's
you got to make sure it's a company.
Yeah.
Because anytime you deal with people,
so you don't
and they want you to loan them
something.
Yeah,
because just like I got a car note.
80% of them
they loan. They
not
loan
gonna be
the
loans.
money. They loan us the money for the car note. So you're gonna have to pay that car note back with interest. When you might loan someone something, you might not put interest with it. But then also we were talking, and also it is that case that if somebody came to you for something or they needed something to take care of a bill or something, they were already in a bind. So when you give it to them and then them trying to pay you back will put them in a bind. So sometimes we got to count up our losses, Mm-hmm. That's when you kind of like giving people, the loan people ain't gonna count up the losses. Your doctor bills ain't gonna count up no losses. Mm-mm. Your home, your mortgage ain't count up no losses, and neither is your rent. If you can't pay your mortgage, then it's gonna foreclose on you, and then eventually you're gonna have to move. Mm-hmm. You can't pay your rent, then eventually it's gonna say pay up or quit. If you can't pay your car note after a certain time, they come to snatch that baby back. So it's just we have to do things in perspective,
That's
and
right.
like you said, you help somebody, you was a blessing to somebody because you was a blessing. But when they say loan, or you said this is a loan, there is a difference than I'm blessing you with this or I'm giving it to you. And we had cases where we was blessed, but then in the end, when my husband stood up to be the man, put it that way, and like you say, sometimes his pride, but he was like, okay, I ain't gonna let nobody take care of what I should have been taking care of, and he paid the person back, so it is what it is,
Yeah, you just have to be, accountable for your actions, best you can. Some stuff might slip through, but if you're thinking it out, like I tell all the time, hey. Christmas, I mean, it's not going to be no whole lot of gifts because there's already gifts here. Mm-hmm. We've been blessed time after time after time. I mean, and I'm still enjoying those gifts.
That's right. And, like we got Christmas all year, all year round.
All year round. I mean, just to have a job.
So we're not stressing ourselves
just to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh God. You know how many people don't wake up every day? See, and a lot of people don't pay attention to hit their backyard. See, you hear about it over in California, or you might even hear about it in Norfolk, or surrounding counties. But when it starts hitting your backyard, people look at it like it's something new. It's not nothing new. People are leaving here every day. God is calling on people every day. And, all of us got a time when it's time.
That's right.
What they always say?
Got a birthday?
No, they say until he say so.
Oh, okay.
Until he say so. Mm. So, I know a couple people. I know a couple people, they worrying about dying and worrying about, they got this and they got that. Well, my advice was, hey, you shouldn't even worry about that because that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to happen.
Get your stuff in order. Just like I was talking
you
to
better
somebody.
worry about living while you can.
Yeah.
Because, see, one thing about leaving this earth, all of us will do that. So that's one of the things you definitely shouldn't worry about. If anything, you need to worry about getting yourself together, putting things in order. And like I say, and thank him every day. So
I say, may the work I done speak for me. But I was talking to someone on yesterday, and we was discussing death. Which my mom friend, he had passed, so we're not gonna do it this Friday, but it's gonna be next Friday that they do the memorial. With the Navy and stuff. But anyway, we were talking, and I was like, she was like, they can cremate me because I don't want nobody crying over me. I said, yeah, I want to be out there, but I don't want them crying, over me. I'm going to tell my children or whoever rejoice because, I have done what I had to do here, and I'm just going to see
better
my
praise.
king, I don't want them hollering and screaming and crying over me. Unique was like, well, Mama, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come at the last minute. Baby, you come. And then after I'm gone, you better live your life. Don't be sitting here being down, depressed, and grieving over me. Because you better bet it. When I'm up there, I ain't grieving over you.
That's
I'm going
right.
to say, bye-bye, boo-boo.
I'm be like, hey, I'm going.
Shoot, no
I'm
more
going
pain.
home.
No more bills.
I'm going home.
No more heartaches.
How many people say they can go home?
That's right.
See?
So that's why we have to get ourselves right with Jesus
That's
now.
right.
We say, get right with Jesus, do it now,
You got to.
So we got to love one
thank
another, love him
anytime
first.
you think about him, you
That's
need to
right.
thank him.
Yes.
Because like I say, hey, he don't have to let you have this type of life.
That's right. And all this stuff is going to be right here. It'll turn to rust or either moth or eat up your clothes. That's why I share what I have. I just get bags and bags of stuff and just give it away. No use to me hold on to all this stuff. I can't wear but one pair of shoes at a time.
Well, I coach Little League. What kids used to tell me, I used to be close shaved most of the time. So I said, well, I'm going to start growing my beard and mustache or whatever. So the kids saw me, they said, Coach, you old. And I tell them, my reply be, you better pray that you can make it to this age.
Amen.
Because like I say, you don't have to live long enough to get gray or none of that. You just, like I say, it's a blessing. I ain't putting no coloring in my beard because I ain't trying to fool nobody. See, I look good with gray just as well as black. See.
And that's wisdom.
And that's wisdom, like I say.
A lot of people didn't live to see, what you 50?
58, be 57.
He 57, he'll be 58 in March.
That's right.
A lot of men, that we went to school with or whatever people that we went to school with, they are gone,
Exactly.
And didn't reach that age. So that's why I'm grateful. And I'm not ashamed to say, hey, I'll be turning 56 in April, and it is a blessing, Might have a little aches and pain, but guess what? I'm still here.
That's part of the process.
That's right, but
that's
the process is guaranteed.
You got to watch how you water. You might be putting too much water in your system.
But anyway, the body breaks down and return back to a baby.
Sometimes too much water kill the plant. See, and that's part of that seed, You just don't do it for the kids. This is the rest of your life. You got to be careful how you water the plant and how you feed it. And that will determine how your growth turns out.
And you know what? That is how we should be with people. That's how I would say you plant to see somebody fertilize it, somebody water it, somebody tend to it or whatever. And that's how it is about winning souls for Christ, we have to love one another. He said, love covers a multitude of sin.
That's right.
You can't, sometimes we have to come out of our comfort zone. You know, we be comfortable in my own little house, my own little corner, my own little chair. But once you go out there, then you should put a smile on your face. You should have laughter in your heart. You should extend a hearty handshake to someone. You know, let the face of the countenance of your face show love and joy and peace. You know, be at peace with all men. That's what God's word says. So
And that's why I like coaching.
Uh-huh.
I love coaching because I love putting back what was taught to me.
That's right.
You know, and I love working with them kids, you know. It's just, I don't know, it's a certain way I just feel. I've been coaching over 30 years now. And it's something about being out there with them kids, you know. So many of them need so much guidance.
Amen.
You know, I mean, yeah, they can get a little hard-headed most of the time. But like God told me one time, man, if you reach 2 of them out of 50, you done did something.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, I try to reach more than that, but I want to reach some of them.
And that's what I want to do on my channel, is to reach someone, to inspire somebody, to encourage someone, and let them know that they can go on as husband and wife. We and be encouragers of one another, you know, and just try to work together. And like you said, we are older couple, so we don't get into a whole lot of spat, this and that and the other. Just like I understand him, he understand me. But you have to learn that, you know, and that comes with patience.
That's right.
But you know, he's who he is, and I am who
That's right. We're
I
different
am.
people.
Yeah,
Hey,
and he
we're
let me
different
be
people.
me, and I
You
let
know?
him be him. You know,
Yeah.
both of us have caring hearts for the people, and he love to talk, and I love to talk too. But
right.
you know, it be good things, and so
You be on this earth 58 years, you gonna have a whole lot to talk
yeah,
about too.
I'm trying to tell you, some people
Hallelujah! Praise
shut up.
the Lord.
Sometimes I be like,
Praise the Lord.
oh, he come on, where he at? I know he talking to somebody. Where he at? Where he at?
I passed the word.
Amen.
I passes it. You know, like I say, it might not be monetary all the time, but I have something to give. You know, out of all these years I've been here, and like I say, he didn't leave me here for nothing. There's a reason, and like I say, and we just sometimes have to try to figure out what he wants us to do.
That's right.
You know, what place he wants us at. You know, and, like
And
I
what
say,
he would have us to do together as a
Exactly.
marriage couple, because marriage is a ministry, and then what
That's
he
right.
would have us to do separately, you know, because he has a job for my husband to do that I can't do, and a job for me to do that he can't do.
That's
But
right.
then there's a time he bring us together as a marriage couple, and that we can do what we
Things
need
together.
to do.
Yeah.
What we need to
Do
do
things
together.
together.
And we want to let our light shine so that we may win men and women, children and boys and girls to Christ, you know. So
And see,
and
another
lead
thing.
by an example, because someone always watching us.
And see, another thing, people want, first thing, a lot of people, I need to get a book on it. There's no book on marriage. Every marriage is different.
Amen.
You know, every marriage. It's what you
Make
put
of it.
into it and what you want out of it.
That's right.
It's how you want it. This
That's
is your
right.
marriage. This is how you want your marriage to be. I can't go in the book and say, okay, let me see how I should treat her today, or what I should do today. You know, no. That thing is a situation where it's like momentarily, or it just you can walk through the door and say, well, dang, or I'm gonna do this today. You know, because it hit you right there. You know, sometimes you might be at work planning, but sometimes you might not. You know, but you could be driving home, see something could spark something. Say, oh, I need to take my baby over here. Let me see what she's doing. You know, I mean, it's like I said, it just hits you. You know,
That instant.
at that instant.
And
You know,
when we were dating, something that he did, that he would do, I never really had to ask him for anything. If he came to visit me and he saw that something needed to be fixed in the house, then it was done. You know, he come with a bag or whatever, and I thought he was going to the store and getting them. He was saying no, he just told me there was stuff that he already had, and so and he just came and fixed different things. When we were dating, You know, he said this, he said that, you know,
Yeah,
and I
'cause
just fell through
that's the type
because
of person I am.
yeah, and I was
That's the
like,
type of
I
person.
wasn't gonna say nothing this time.
I
You know,
like
I was gonna
helping
let the
people.
man be the man.
I like
You know,
helping
and I
people.
wasn't gonna say what I was in need of or what I needed or whatever. You know, because I had gotten tired. You know what I'm saying? And I really had to trust God this time around.
That's right.
This is my fourth marriage. This is his third marriage, and so I was just like done because I know that you know I had messed up sometimes. I had messed up, so I just, you know, we have to let go and let God have His way, but we have to die to ourselves, and then we have to be able to, with each other, you know His weaknesses, and He know my weaknesses, and you know, vice versa.
You got to
And
learn
have,
each other.
yeah, and we had to
You got to
sit there
learn
and
each
talk
other.
to each other and tell each
You
other
gotta
our
learn each other.
fears. And I
Y'all got to
told
excuse
him,
your hair, because I
He
don't
gon-
know if I'm going to grow a throwback
where I can try to braid it anyway.
or a throwback.
But I just thank God because like when women, if we just let go and let God have His way, He will do the setup. Just like I said, when I was going to the cookout, you know, God told me He would be there, and I'm like, He gonna be there? And I told my daughter, get my hair straight, He gonna be there. But you know, I didn't know, but I had my eyes on Him 30-some years ago, but He didn't know because that wasn't my place.
Well, see,
you know, I used to peep at
you
Him.
can't know everything.
Yeah, God said,
Yeah,
I know
look.
the plans I have for you.
You can't figure God out.
Uh-uh.
God done, he done took care of you, and He done went on with others. This road is already paved.
That's right.
See, and you like I said, you try to figure out, oh, God gonna do next. You don't know, you ain't gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
It's just like me trying to figure out what number come out. I cannot figure it out. You know, so
Hey.
like I say, you know, you just
No,
try to
just
live the
sitting up
best
in
you
the kitchen
can while you
myself.
can, you know. And like I say, thank God that He's giving you another day.
Huh?
You know. I mean, like I
It's
say,
gonna be
you
next.
know,
It's gonna be next Friday.
it's praises all to
Uh-huh.
Him. Praises all to Him. And like I say, and you know, if you don't think prayer works, trust me, it works. It works. Cause like I said, I've been
Hey, look, I'm vlogging. Let
situation,
me call you right back.
but couldn't nobody but Him Himself handle it. But see, I let Him handle it. I asked Him to help me, and all you gotta do is ask Him to help you, and in a blink of an eye, it's done.
Yeah,
It's
and
done.
so God is so good. And like when we met his mom, you know, she had told him, you know, I was his wife, but I didn't know. He didn't tell me till later. You know, because she had been asking him, Junior, where your wife at? And he said, I ain't found my wife yet. But anyway, so God will put you in that right place at the right time. And like when God brought us back together, or brought us together, because, you know, his cousin is one of my best friends. And when he brought us together, you know, I had done been through a whole lot. He had done been through a whole lot. Both of us was kind people, you know, and so what God did was hooked us up, you know, so that we can spend the rest of our lives together in peace and in harmony
But see,
and being happy.
he knew what we needed.
Yes, and we needed each other.
He knew what we needed. See,
So
like I say, you can't underestimate God. You know, all I can tell y'all is trust in Him. Cause see, you can't see what's gonna happen tomorrow.
amen.
Only He knows. And once you start believing that, see, that's what it's about, believing.
Amen.
See, I mean, just because things ain't going right now, don't mean He can't make it go right.
That's right.
See, you just gotta leave it in His hands.
Yep,
Like I
and
said,
have patience and be
yeah.
patient with each other. You know, don't expect more than what the other person can give. You know, just be patient with each other and trust God.
Well, I don't worry about nothing.
You don't worry about nothing, boo.
I don't worry about nothing.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
we
worry
have
about
seen
nothing.
some things that God could do, and we just
I'm trying
didn't
to
know
tell
how it was gonna get done. But
I'll
we
tell you,
have
he's
seen since we've been married.
He's
What?
a great God.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
When is our
He's
anniversary,
a
boo?
great God, huh?
When is our
Oh,
anniversary?
you put me on the spot now. You think I'm Bill
When is-
Cosby?
When is our anniversary? You should know.
It's Christmas. I mean, the 28th
There you go. He
of
know.
December. And see, don't hold me. I mean, when I forget some things, you got to remember.
You ain't gonna forget that though.
I'm getting up there too. See, And the only reason why I remember that because I wrote it down. That's what I tried to
And
say.
then another
You
reason
gotta
why
write
you remember
down.
that.
You gotta
Why-
write down that because that's where my mother and father got married.
Yeah.
You know, so
And we was
I would never forget it. But I'm just saying. Then again, hey, I take that back. Hey,
getting
I
older.
take that back. Look, you know, I can't see what 58 gonna bring. I ain't been there before. See, I can tell you about 57, 56 on down, but I've never been 58 before. Still not 58. So I still, excuse me, I still don't know what it's gonna bring, or what I'm gonna forget or remember. See,
Because sometimes you forget
people don't
directions.
understand.
Yeah.
You know,
And me too,
when
I
you
be
in your
forgetting stuff.
20s, I can only speak for myself. I told you I speak from experience only. When I was in my 20s, I say maybe 30s, I started going to the doctor every year, which that's what you're supposed to do anyway. But, you know, your body does certain things at certain ages.
Amen.
So I noticed once I hit my 50s, I go to the doctor every 3 months almost, seem like, you know, not because I need to go, which I do need to go, but that's how they detect things early or before. Because I guess they go by statistics. People at a certain age start developing this, or this could happen, or this could occur, you know, and you have to just stay ahead of the game, you know. So, and that's what I find myself, you know. Like I say, I don't mind going to the doctor, you know. I mean, hey, I want to live as long as I can, and like I say, and I want to try to prevent, you know, much as I can. You ain't gonna be able to prevent some stuff they can't stop. But, you know, the stuff that they can possibly do something with, I want them to detect it early. So, like I say, I'm just telling you from experience, you know, hey, my doctor always tell me, make your appointments. Keep your appointments. So, but look, y'all, it was nice chatting with y'all. I hope y'all got something out of this. I got to go do my honey-to-do list now. I told my wife I work harder at home than I do at work.
You do. Because you don't do but sit down and push a button at work.
But the thing is, when you own
You
a
getting
home,
paid.
no, when you own a home, that's what all entails.
Amen.
Unless
Something
you
do all
gonna
the
pay
time.
somebody to do it,
That's right.
you know. And like I say, we're not to that point. You know, I mean, we don't have no maid, we don't have no butler, you know, we don't have no chauffeur. We got them. You looking at them. But look, it was nice talking to y'all.
All right. Thank y'all for just coming along with Mr. Booker and I. Truly, God is good and He's worthy to be praised. You know, we just sitting down, just telling y'all a little something about us and a little something about life. So just grab hold to it
From
and
our experience.
from our experience, as
our
he said, you
experience,
know.
exactly.
And what our experience is many more people experience. So, you know, you help somebody else, you know, because if God delivered you and set you free, then you reach back and help someone else. Because all of us have had problems, situations in our lives, and we can help each other. So be a helper of one another. And if you're married, be patient, be kind, be loving, be sweet. It talks about the fruits of the Spirit, you know, with your marriage, you know, long suffering, you know, meekness, kindness, you know.
Excuse me, baby,
So
I got to go.
so anyway, we thank y'all for just coming along with us.
Hopefully
and
I'll
don't,
be talking to him soon.
all righty. He said hopefully he'll be talking to y'all soon. Maybe we can talk about some other things. If you have some questions that you want to ask us, only just put it in the comment thing. Anything you want us to talk to. Now he gonna act like he's Santa Claus. Just put it in the comment. Okay, and I'm gonna say thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell someone about Evangelist Wanda. I love y'all with the love of God. Peace out. Smooches. Smooches.